Look,
they can't handle trash talking. It's the NFL.
They just got dominated. So it's embarrassing. But, it's a dumb league. Who knows what will happen this week.
But here's what if everything goes according to history for Jay Gruden,
boat race.
They'll rebound. That's what he loses in big spots where they have a chance coming out of a win, but then he'll get the troops gathered on a short week, and they'll probably beat Carolina.
The other thing is the division is so average to below average. I really believe they're going to be in this thing until the last week.
It's not that the Redskins lost,
but they don't
Monday
match
night.
up against the premier teams. That's the problem.
It's not that they lost. It's the manner in which they lost.
Right.
It doesn't give you a lot of hope going forward. But it's one game. They'll gather themselves for Carolina,
but
they'll probably come out and win.
They can't beat that team.
No,
they can't beat that team.
It was varsity against JV.
They can't beat that team. Yeah.
Varsity against JV.
That team's on a way different level. Yeah. If the Redskins thought that they were on this close to the Saints level, last night was a dose of the medicine that they're not.
And I don't know how they've sort of hung in there against Drew Brees in the past. I think they had a 4-2 record against him since he's been in New Orleans. I don't even know how they've done that. But they can't beat that team.
There are a lot of things to highlight, and we will throughout the show. If you want to chime in, if you want to vent, 800-636-1067. You can call us on the Hadid Carpet Clean Listener lines to talk about the Monday night debacle. They lose to the Saints 43-19. We'll hit the Skins at 7 with Chris Russell, our Redskins insider. D'Angelo Hall is going to join us at 8:20, and our Redskins beat reporter Craig Hoffman will join us at 9:20. So we are covering the Skins throughout the show, taking your calls at 800-636-1067. I put out a poll at Junks Radio. What was the most embarrassing thing about the loss? The terrible defense, the terrible offense, or Jay Gruden? And Jay Gruden needs to be scrutinized. We've been talking about this for a couple years. He's a mediocre coach. You guys were okay with the extension. I'm sorry, and you guys have said there's nuance. Depends on how it plays out. If they don't make the playoffs this year, that's 4 out of 5. Enough. Well, he doesn't get them ready after bye weeks.
Yeah,
it's hard to debate you after a game like that. But,
I don't know. I don't think
but again, I'm just going to say it again. You don't want to hear it. Let's got to see how it plays out.
Yeah.
I mean, what if they win this?
What if they win 6 weeks to prepare for Drew Brees?
And the Saints are better.
I know, but JP, what if they win this bad division?
Their next 3 games are not that daunting.
Yeah,
Their next 3 games aren't that daunting. They got the Panthers, who are good, and I'll probably pick the Panthers. But then they have, I think, the Cowboys and the Giants.
Yeah.
I understand that.
I mean,
they don't beat them.
But
they have to.
What happened last night?
None of those games are gimmies, though.
No,
the way they looked last night.
No, they're not gimmies, but they're not the Saints.
Level
They're not the Saints.
different.
Way down.
Before the game, I told
different.
Cakes before the game, I don't know if they're going to win last night. I gave them a 40% chance to win last night, but I felt like they would win one of the next 2. But that's what Jay Gruden is. He's a 500 coach.
Oh, they're
and so
500
they'll probably win 7 games this year, 8 games. Maybe they get lucky and make the playoffs at 9 wins. It's typical.
I know this pissed off people, but I don't care about Kirk Cousins. Like, I really don't care. But God bless him. But he clearly is better than Alex Smith.
Yeah, I'm ashamed for saying
4 games.
I'm ashamed for saying they're the same.
No, but I mean, he clearly is better.
That's just funny because
he's clearly better.
I know.
So it's fine. I mean, it wasn't going to work here. He didn't want to be here
because you didn't.
No, it took 4 games. I've had 4 games. It's not just last night. 4 games to evaluate.
Right.
He's just not as good as Cousins.
It's just funny that you say that because you didn't truly believe that going into the season.
I thought it an upgrade. But it's just not.
What I mean.
It's just not.
By the way, I'm looking at our Alex Smith touchdown numbers. Wow, I think we all overshot. I have him at 27 on the season.
Oh, he's going to be about 18.
EB, you're probably you have him at 22. JP's at 24.
What do I have?
You're at 23.
Yeah.
I mean, Will Brinson thought he's going to have 29 touchdowns. It's just not looking like that's going to happen.
Terrible
He better
last
throw
night.
5 or 6 against
He
the
was
Panthers.
terrible last
He's
night.
been mediocre all year.
And I haven't studied the all 22. Their receivers stink too. So they were open at times.
Yeah.
But let's be real. Their outside receivers, you match them up
they're
against
mediocre
32
at
teams
best.
in the league, you're going to probably rank them in the bottom
And the
5.
Saints game plan.
Richardson and Doxson,
Yeah.
Richardson and Mo Harris, whoever you put
Doxson, I'm
alongside
not
Richardson, their
considering
top 2
him.
receivers stink.
The Saints
No, I
game
think Richardson's
plan.
actually pretty good.
He's
That was a
I think
great
they're
catch
getting
in that first drive.
great
Great
catch.
catch. Best
player.
catch we've had in town in like 2 years.
That was a good
I'm not
catch.
kidding.
Yeah.
It couldn't have been more clear that the Saints were
They just don't go to him enough.
hell-bent on stopping Jordan Reed, and they did a really good job of it.
Oh, yeah.
And there was nothing else after that.
Well, what did we say? We said if they key on Reed and or Thompson,
Right.
which they kind of did, you got to throw the receivers.
Yep.
And they just couldn't find anything consistent.
Well, the offensive line didn't give
Offensive line was bad.
Alex any
yeah,
help.
they were bad.
He got just any hint of pressure. It was awful.
What do you
really
think
bad.
is the worst part of it? Defense, offense, or Gruden? I throw Gruden in there, and I wanted to also
Gruden's
throw,
a 500 coach.
I want to throw Minuski in there because you got to take away. What did they take?
500 coach.
Yeah.
I don't know what you could do against Breeze. Breeze
Can we
is a
get
Hall.
that playbook again? 'Cause,
Yeah.
wow, they had 2 weeks to prepare for the Saints.
They could have had They could have had a year.
Yeah,
to
they could
prepare.
have had
You're not going to
100
beat. You're not going to
years.
beat Drew Brees. This is what should have happened. I'm telling you, this is what should have happened to the Packers. But they dropped 100 passes.
The Browns held them to 21.
They're better. Maybe they're better.
The Browns might have a better
Maybe
defense.
they're better. I mean,
But
if
you
we
know
don't
what?
have Myles
The
Garrett.
Saints just might have had an off night. I mean, look at what the Saints have done offensively all year. Besides that game.
Well, the Saints entered the game averaging 34 points a game.
Yeah.
The Saints did
They
that.
gave him
This
43,
actually
and it could have been a lot worse.
This is actually kind of what I thought was going to happen.
The Saints did that to the Skins without any impact from Alvin Kamara. He had no impact on the game last night.